Do you ever wonder what it really takes to live your best life? Many of us believe that we need to do more, achieve more, to enjoy a truly great life. Yet, the truth might be simpler than we think. The secret to living a meaningful life doesn't necessarily lie in piling more onto our plates, but rather in cutting away the toxic elements that hold us back. Marcus Aurelius, the storied emperor and Stoic philosopher, once advised that our life is shaped by our thoughts. This powerful insight lays the groundwork for today's exploration. We'll delve into the philosophy of Stoicism and uncover 12 elements you should silently remove from your life. These are not immediate or flashy solutions. Instead, they represent a deep and enduring commitment to controlling and understanding our inner selves. Throughout this exploration, we'll uncover the often overlooked sources of stress and distractions that linger quietly in our lives. You'll learn how to release negative habits, relationships, and mindsets that dampen your enthusiasm and clutter your mind. This cleansing process creates space for peace, personal growth, and more meaningful connections. Imagine starting this journey by reassessing the goals you've set. Sometimes we chase after goals that seem important on the surface, but upon closer inspection, don't align with our long-term happiness or values. These might be the prestigious job that leaves you too drained to enjoy life, or a self-improvement goal pursued more due to societal pressure than personal desire. It's crucial to ask yourself, is this goal truly mine, or am I just echoing someone else's expectations? Letting go of such misaligned aspirations is an art. For instance, you might have taken up guitar lessons because friends encouraged it, only to discover that your passion lies not in strumming strings, but in painting, where you truly feel free and creative. Making the decision to stop the music and pick up a paintbrush can be a liberating step towards being true to yourself and focusing on what genuinely matters. As you continue to simplify your life, consider the impact of your voice. Have you noticed times when your voice rises, not from confidence but from anger bubbling up inside? These moments are more than just a rise in decibels. They signify a loss of control over your emotions, which can undermine your composure and relationships. Take the story of Mark, for example. During a heated meeting, he chose to respond to criticism not with raised voice, but with a composed and clear rebuttal. His calmness not only diffused the tension, but also earned him respect and admiration from his colleagues. This story illustrates the power of maintaining your composure, highlighting how silence can be more powerful than shouting. Another silent thief in our lives is the habit of constant comparison. It's an exhausting loop, akin to running on a treadmill with no finish line. Every glance at someone else's accomplishments can make you undervalue your own unique journey. Remember the tale of J.K. Rowling, who, when she began writing Harry Potter in a small Edinburgh cafe, wasn't concerned with other authors' success. Her focus on her own narrative allowed her to create a beloved world that would eventually touch millions of lives. As you work on silencing the urge to compare, also turn your attention to the noise of external validation. It's easy to become caught up in performing for an audience, losing sight of who you are when no one is watching. Like J.D. Salinger, who withdrew from the public eye after his initial success, stepping away from the spotlight can help you reconnect with your true self, focusing on what genuinely matters without the constant need for approval. Finally, consider the burdens of holding on to unrealistic expectations and gossiping. Both practices can cloud your judgment and lead to a life filled with unnecessary stress and superficial relationships. Instead, by setting realistic goals and speaking positively, you cultivate a life of integrity and peace. In embracing these changes, you not only enhance your own well-being, but also set a foundation for healthier, more authentic relationships. It's about quietly refining your life, one thoughtful step at a time, making room for the truly important things: peace, growth, and genuine happiness. Remember, the journey to a better life isn't about adding more noise, but about finding the strength and serenity in silence. As we continue our exploration into the subtleties of a more meaningful life, let's delve into the profound impact of releasing the need for external validation. Many of us stand metaphorically on a grand stage, surrounded by spectators, every smile or misstep met with applause or whispers of judgment. Living under such scrutiny, we're often swept up in a whirlwind of trying to please everyone, mistakenly believing our worth hinges on external approval. What could you implement to foster a more serene and fulfilling existence? Each small step in this journey helps to clear away the debris of a cluttered life, making space for true growth and joy. Continuing our journey toward a more meaningful existence, let's explore the silent shifts that profoundly influence our sense of self and our interactions with the world around us. An essential step in this process involves disentangling ourselves from the constant pursuit of perfectionism, a stealthy foe that heightens anxiety and perpetuates the belief that our efforts are never sufficient. The dangers of perfectionism are well illustrated by the experience of countless innovators and creators who, despite setbacks, chose resilience over flawlessness. Consider Thomas Edison, whose journey to invent the light bulb was marked not by a smooth path to success, but rather by thousands of failures. Yet Edison saw each failed attempt not as a defeat, but as a vital step toward a groundbreaking discovery. His perspective teaches us that embracing our imperfections and viewing each setback as an opportunity to learn and grow can lead to extraordinary achievements. This mindset shift away from perfectionism toward acceptance and progress is crucial. It encourages us not only to be kinder to ourselves, but also to redefine success. Success should not be seen as the absence of flaws, but as the presence of continual effort and personal growth. By doing so, we free ourselves from the unrealistic expectations that can stifle creativity and dampen spirit, allowing for a fuller, more vibrant life. Another transformational change involves our engagement with social media. In a world where our feeds are inundated with snapshots of success and perceived happiness, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing our behind-the-scenes with everyone else's highlight reels. This comparison can skew our perception of our own lives, leading to dissatisfaction and a relentless quest for more. To combat this, it is beneficial to cultivate a practice of intentional social media use. Ask yourself, does this activity enrich my life? Or does it simply fill time with envy and discontent? By setting specific times for social media use and choosing to follow accounts that inspire and uplift rather than induce comparison, you can reclaim your time and mental space for activities that truly matter, those that foster real-world skills and relationships. Turning our attention to the words we speak about others, we find another area ripe for change. Spreading negativity not only harms those we speak about, but also diminishes our own integrity and peace. By choosing to engage in positive dialogue, or better yet, opting to speak of others only in kindness or not at all, we elevate our interactions and contribute to a more supportive environment. This choice reflects the wisdom of Stoic philosophers who advised that the quality of our thoughts, and by extension our words, directly impacts our happiness. Let's consider the implications of ending relationships with dignity and grace. Too often, the fallout from a breakup or a faded friendship is exacerbated by the sharing of too many details with others. Such oversharing can perpetuate conflict and prevent personal healing. By keeping the particulars of our departures private, we respect not only our own emotional journeys, but also those of others involved. This approach allows us to close chapters of our lives quietly and with respect, setting the stage for future relationships built on solid, respectful foundations. Additionally, we often feel compelled to explain or justify ourselves to those who have hurt us. Yet, opting for silence can be a powerful choice. By not engaging in defensive explanations or confrontational dialogues, we conserve our energy and maintain our focus on our own growth and well-being. This does not mean ignoring the pain or pretending it doesn't exist, but rather choosing a path of personal peace over ongoing turmoil. This leads us to the critical practice of letting go of grudges. Holding on to resentment binds us to the past and impedes our ability to move forward. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is not about condoning wrongdoing, but about liberating ourselves from the burden of bitterness. It allows us to extend compassion, not only to others, but also to ourselves, facilitating a life unencumbered by anger and enriched by peace. The story of Nelson Mandela powerfully exemplifies this. After enduring nearly 3 decades of wrongful imprisonment, he emerged not with vengeance in his heart, but with a vision of reconciliation and unity. His ability to forgive those who wronged him profoundly transformed not only his own life, but also his country. Mandela's legacy is a testament to the power of letting go of hatred and the transformative impact of forgiveness on a grand scale. In our own lives, while we may not face challenges as daunting as those Mandela endured, the principle remains the same. Every day, we have the choice to hold on to grievances or to release them. Each act of forgiveness, no matter how small, is a step toward a freer, more fulfilling life. As we contemplate these themes, it's essential to recognize the role of inner dialogue in fostering change. How we talk to ourselves can either perpetuate our struggles or pave the way for personal renewal. Cultivating a compassionate inner voice is key to overcoming the challenges we've discussed. It encourages us to forgive ourselves for our imperfections, to appreciate our efforts, and to embrace our humanity with all its flaws. Moreover, as we progress on this path, we may find that the most profound changes come not from grand gestures, but from the quiet, steadfast commitment to growth and kindness toward ourselves and others. This approach doesn't just alter our own lives, it can ripple outwards, inspiring and uplifting those around us. As you reflect on these insights, consider the small, silent steps you can take today to begin transforming your life. Whether it's reevaluating your relationship with social media, practicing forgiveness, or simply choosing to speak kindly about others, each choice builds upon the last, creating a life of greater peace, purpose, and connection. These quiet acts of letting go, of choosing a different way of engaging with the world, are not signs of weakness. They are, in fact, the very essence of strength and wisdom. They represent a profound understanding that true happiness and fulfillment come not from external accolades or perpetual busyness, but from a deep, peaceful alignment with our most authentic selves. As we continue this journey, let's carry forward the lessons of simplicity, kindness, and resilience, embracing each moment not as a step toward perfection, but as an opportunity for genuine, meaningful living. As we delve deeper into our exploration of meaningful living, we must acknowledge the impact of our daily choices and interactions. One critical area often overlooked is how we manage the delicate balance between sharing our personal experiences and maintaining our privacy. In a world that increasingly values openness and transparency, it's essential to navigate this terrain with thoughtfulness and intention. The end of a relationship, whether it's a friendship or a romantic partnership, often prompts us to share our side of the story. While it's natural to seek comfort in others, indiscriminate sharing can lead to complications. It might momentarily soothe our feelings, but it also spreads private matters that can be misunderstood or manipulated. Choosing to handle such situations with discretion not only respects the privacy of all involved, but also allows us to process our emotions in a healthier, more contained way. Furthermore, dealing with personal pain or betrayal presents a significant challenge. It's tempting to explain ourselves or seek an apology from those who've hurt us, but sometimes the strongest stance is silence. Engaging with someone who has caused you pain can prolong your suffering and distract from your healing. By choosing to step back, we conserve our emotional energy and focus on rebuilding our inner strength. This act isn't about suppressing our feelings, but about empowering ourselves to move forward with dignity. In addition to managing our interactions in personal matters, we also face the daily choice of how we express ourselves about others. The spread of negative opinions or gossip can seem innocuous, an easy way to bond with others over shared frustrations or judgments. However, this behavior can have insidious effects, eroding trust and respect in our communities. Making a conscious decision to avoid participating in or initiating gossip reflects a commitment to integrity and kindness. This shift in behavior can transform our social circles and lead to more meaningful and supportive relationships. These principles also apply to how we handle our achievements and setbacks. In a culture that often equates worth with success, it's easy to feel pressured to broadcast every success and hide every failure. Yet, true growth occurs when we appreciate both our victories and our learning experiences. Sharing our challenges as openly as our successes can demystify the struggles that everyone inevitably faces and foster a more authentic connection with others. Moreover, the Stoic practice of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot is profoundly liberating. Many of us spend considerable energy worrying about or trying to influence outcomes that are ultimately out of our hands. Recognizing and accepting the limits of our control helps us invest our energy more wisely, focusing on our actions and attitudes rather than external events. This Stoic wisdom not only enhances our personal well-being, but also improves our interactions with others by reducing conflict and misunderstanding. Another area where we can apply Stoic principles is in our pursuit of happiness. The modern quest for happiness often leads us down a path of material gain and social approval. Yet Stoicism teaches us that true contentment comes from within. By cultivating an inner sense of peace and fulfillment, independent of external achievements or possessions, we can lead richer, more resilient lives. This inner tranquility allows us to approach life's challenges with composure and perspective, traits that are especially valuable in our fast-paced, often chaotic world. It enables us to handle stress and adversity with grace and to make decisions that align with our deepest values rather than fleeting desires. Embracing simplicity is another key element in our journey. In an age of excess and overstimulation, choosing simplicity can be a radical act. It involves stripping away the unnecessary, whether it's material clutter, unnecessary commitments, or superficial relationships, to focus on what truly matters. This simplification allows us to breathe more freely, think more clearly, and live more deliberately. As we simplify our lives, we also learn the value of gratitude. Gratitude transforms our perspective, shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have. It fosters contentment and joy, counteracting the envy and dissatisfaction that can arise from constant comparisons and unmet expectations. Regularly practicing gratitude, whether through journaling, meditation, or simply pausing to acknowledge the good in our lives, can deepen our appreciation for the everyday and strengthen our resilience in facing challenges. Finally, as we embody these changes, it's important to share our journey with others, not through grand declarations or social media posts, but through the quiet example of our choices and behavior. Living authentically and compassionately inspires others more profoundly than any words could. It shows that a life well lived does not require constant noise and activity, but can flourish through quiet strength and purposeful action. In embracing these practices, discretion in sharing, silence in the face of hurt, integrity in speech, acceptance of what we can't control, pursuit of inner happiness, simplicity, and gratitude, we forge a path that not only enhances our own lives, but also enriches the lives of those around us. This path doesn't demand perfection or acclaim, but celebrates the beauty of the ordinary and the power of small, consistent acts of wisdom and kindness. As we continue to navigate this path, let us remember that each step we take is not just about self-improvement, but about crafting a life of deep fulfillment and shared humanity. The changes we make, the quiet strengths we cultivate, are the legacy we create, a testament to the life we choose to lead. Let this be our guide as we move forward, ever mindful of the power of our choices and the impact of our actions, not only on ourselves, but on the world we share. As we draw closer to the culmination of our exploration into living more meaningfully, we come to understand the profound implications of our daily actions and the thoughts that drive them. This journey has shown us that small, thoughtful changes can significantly alter the course of our lives, fostering a deeper connection with ourselves and those around us. Reflecting on this path, let's delve into the transformative power of introspection and active self-awareness. Engaging in regular self-reflection is not merely an exercise in thought. It is a vital practice that allows us to critically assess our motivations, actions, and their alignment with our core values. Through such practices as meditation, journaling, or quiet contemplation, we can unearth insights about our deepest desires and fears, helping to guide our decisions and shape our life's direction. This introspective journey encourages us to confront our own shortcomings and vulnerabilities, which is essential for personal growth. Acknowledging our imperfections not only humbles us, but also enhances our empathy towards others who are similarly navigating their own challenges. This shared human experience can bridge gaps between individuals, fostering a sense of community and mutual support. Moreover, as we grow in self-awareness, we inevitably encounter the need to set and maintain healthy boundaries. Personal boundaries are not barriers to keep people out, but rather definitions of what we consider acceptable and respectful behavior from ourselves and others. Establishing clear boundaries is a testament to our self-respect and commitment to personal well-being. It teaches others how to treat us and reflects our understanding of our worth, empowering us to say no when situations do not align with our values or when they threaten our peace. Within the context of relationships, both personal and professional, these boundaries can significantly reduce stress and conflict. They help manage our expectations and allow us to interact with others in a manner that preserves dignity and mutual respect. As such, maintaining boundaries is not an act of isolation, but one of clear communication and assertiveness, ensuring that our relationships are constructive and meaningful. As we better understand ourselves and establish our boundaries, we also learn the importance of compassion, both self-compassion and compassion towards others. Life is a complex, often difficult journey, and treating ourselves with kindness and understanding is crucial. Self-compassion involves recognizing that suffering, failure, and imperfection are part of the human condition. It encourages us to be gentle with ourselves during times of distress or disappointment, promoting resilience and a positive mindset. Extending this compassion outward, we begin to see others not as adversaries, but as fellow travelers on the journey of life, each with their own struggles and triumphs. This perspective fosters a deeper connection to humanity and cultivates a supportive environment where we can all thrive. Acts of kindness and understanding ripple outward, influencing our communities and creating a more empathetic world. Furthermore, the pursuit of a meaningful life requires us to be present, truly present, in our daily lives. The art of mindfulness, of living in the moment, is invaluable. It enables us to experience life more fully, without the distraction of past regrets or future anxieties. Mindfulness enhances our engagement with the world, deepening our appreciation for the small joys and the simple beauty that life offers. It sharpens our focus, allowing us to savor every interaction and every task, transforming routine activities into moments of joy and discovery. This presence and engagement also allow us to let go of the relentless drive for more, the incessant need for new possessions, achievements, or validations. By finding contentment in what we have and where we are, we can escape the endless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction that plagues modern life. This doesn't mean abandoning ambition or dreams, but rather seeking fulfillment in the process, not just the outcome, and appreciating the journey as much as the destination. In our interactions with others, being present encourages genuine connections. It teaches us to listen actively, to engage with empathy, and to respond with sincerity. These interactions, enriched by our full attention and care, build strong, lasting relationships based on mutual respect and affection. As we apply these principles, we might also consider the legacy we wish to leave. Our legacy is not necessarily what we leave for people, but what we leave in them. It's about the values we embody and the impact we have on those around us. By living authentically and compassionately, by fostering a culture of kindness and respect, we create a legacy that transcends material accomplishments. We inspire others to pursue their best selves and contribute positively to the world. In conclusion, our journey toward a meaningful life is continuous, one that requires dedication, reflection, and adaptation. It involves embracing introspection. Regular self-reflection helps align our actions with our deepest values and goals. Setting boundaries. Defining what we find acceptable in our interactions protects our well-being and teaches others how to engage with us respectfully. Practicing compassion. Extending kindness to ourselves and others fosters empathy and reduces suffering. Living mindfully. Being fully present enhances the quality of our lives and our interactions with others. Finding contentment. Appreciating what we have and where we are can liberate us from the pursuit of perpetual more. Building legacy. Living in a way that positively affects others and inspires them to do the same. Each of these steps is not just a way to improve our own lives, but also a gift to those around us. They enhance not only our own experiences, but also those of our community, creating a wave of positive change that can impact the world. By committing to these principles, we not only cultivate a life of peace and joy for ourselves, but also contribute to a brighter, more compassionate world for future generations. It is through these quiet, consistent acts of wisdom, kindness, and courage that we truly embody the essence of a meaningful life. Thank you for joining me on this journey. May each step you take be grounded in purpose and joy, and may your path always lead you to peace and fulfillment.